Get us your thoughts.
Are we crazy?
Let us know.
Are we crazy?
Are we melting down? Is it the pod room that's too hot right now? But I feel like I wake up in the middle of the night like 15th. Like
I see.
Like if we finish 6th, I get it. Like, hey, let's make some cash.
I killed for 6th.
We're in the Europa League. Let's make some cash. Let's not do a lot of moves. We got the stadium deal. We got things going on. We can't really. Hey guys, we got to run it back. I'm worried about getting relegated. I'm worried about watching worse football than we did last year. Like, that's what I'm so nervous about with this team. And, sir, I'm not trying to be doom and gloom. I'm just trying to say, hey, you know, this is a weird place that we're in at Manchester United that I don't think we've seen the likes of before.
Well, we haven't because we've never been this bad since the early 70s. I mean, come on. We're like, Manchester United was the elite team for 20 years in the EPL, won 65% of the titles over a 20-year period. Like this unbelievable run where Fergie won 13 and 20. And then we're in a decline. We're in a huge structural decline. We thought INEOS was coming in to save us. They're not saving us. They don't, like I said, they didn't have enough money. They're fucking they're poor billionaires compared to like Bowley and the American big guns coming in with like billions. They came in with billions.
The difference is Bowley bought Chelsea on a cheap and he had coffers of cash to invest.
Right.
Ratcliffe bought at a premium valuation and didn't have any extra money to invest.
It all went to the Glazers.
So he bought it without, like, it was a bad deal negotiated by the Glazers, honestly. And then Ratcliffe got the reins and he realized that they needed more money. And now we haven't gotten that more money. And so, like, in lockstep, like, he's basically chained himself to the Glazers as his club continues to sink. And as Chelsea rise, Arsenal reinvest, Newcastle chipping up, buying Alanga for big money. You know, our rivals are strengthening and United are barely treading water. It's like, what kind of Kool-Aid you got to drink to think that this is going to pan out positively over the next couple of seasons? Let's jump in here at Lexus578. Quote, why don't we just have a front three of Cunha, Xerxes, Ahmad? I feel like it's extremely creative, so we invest in Rios or a right wing back, so Ahmad gets used to the full potential. I love this. I already said Mbeumo, great player, will up-level us, but do we really need 2 10s? Like, where is Ahmad going to play? Where is Bruno going to play? Are we guaranteed to play him out of position? Why not Cunha, Bruno, and then get a nice number 9 slotting in front? I'm not Mbeumo or bust. I like the deal. We're pregnant with it, but this is a great point. Do you really need him if you got Bruno, Ahmad options at 10?
I mean, I love Mbeumo. I love the age. I think I've really gotten excited behind the player. I think he offers so much as kind of a counter to Cunha in the left wing. But we're dying for a number 9. We're dying for 2 number 9s. You know, if you were to ask, would you want Mbeumo or fucking Ollie Watkins? I'd probably say Ollie Watkins just because we need a number 9 so badly. But Mbeumo's got more years in the tank. I also think he's got more upside. And I think we lose Mbeumo. He's going to an elite side.
I'll tell you, nothing.
He's going to elite side. He's not staying at Manchester United. So this is our chance to get a really good player using the United Connect. But we need a number 9, man. And
if it's Ollie Watkins or Mbeumo, I'm going Ollie Watkins. And here's the funny thing about Ollie Watkins. Nothing makes you want Ollie Watkins more than being linked to Dominic Calvert-Lewin.
Oh, my God.
You're like, Ollie Watkins, I don't know. And then you're like, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. You're like, Ollie Watkins, I'll take him.
If we sign Ollie Watkins, he would be adored at United, by the way. Like, the United fans would love him, bro. They would love him.
What's even more criminal is these players are available. I know. And we're not doing the deals. This isn't like Harry Kane for 120. This is like
50. We can get it for like 50 million.
You could get Ollie Watkins for 50. Like, I do like where Lexus is going with this, and it's worth a shout. At M_Jesus, halfway through the window, 1 in, 0 outs. How long does Amorim last? How long before the club's back up for sale and likelihood of next owners? I'm guessing 28 to I think 12 to 24 months, and the whole club sold to a private equity firm. Look, you want to comment here? How long does Amorim last? Think about it. We are putting out these fan questions. Fans are asking us, when is the manager going to be fired? That's the confidence in this next season. This is crazy. This is like baseline commentary from United fans.
We've never brought a coach in and had him do so poorly. I mean, think about it. He had a sub 40% win rate. He was the worst performer of the 12, starting 11 plus the coach. Like, he bottled that final like all day. I will say that forever, in the same way that Ole did, and I think even more so because he had more tools at his disposal than Ole did, and played a worse team. What have we seen to get behind him other than his hype and how good he did in Portugal? He did great in Portugal. I'm behind him. I like him.
You gotta back him. He didn't come. He didn't come to United with. But INEOS has to give him players.
We have to be able to see that he can get more out of the players, even with the players he has today. So I want to see the first 3 or 4 games of this summer window.
Okay, how many managers have these players gotten sacked?
Shit ton,
So
bro.
it's like you can't just say it's like you cannot. If you brought in Southgate,
those players
if
are
you
not
brought
coming
in
on the team.
Southgate or Graham Potter,
Southgate.
I would agree with you.
You get mowed over by
You
these.
brought in Ruben Amorim. You do not bring him in a new system and do not back him.
they're
That
not
is on
doing.
INEOS.
Yes, it is.
Like Amorim has not done well. He probably should have played 4 at the back. He should have given up on the system. He should have waited for reinforcements. There's a lot of blame to go around, but INEOS should have never hired him if they could not back him with, like, I'm talking 7 to 8 new players in his system. He would, for this new, like for just a regular manager, you probably need 4 to 5. For like a whole new system, you probably need 7 to 8. And they've given him 2.
We're pushing out 5 players, and we lost 3 players on the end of their contract.
Yeah, we're not even saying net.
No, we're like, we're falling behind. We need a number 9. We need 2 number 9s. We need a goalie. We need a midfielder. And they're going for a right winger where we could make do. I like him. I mean, like I said, he's a really good player, but where does he fit in the priorities?
How long
like
before the
last
club's
summer?
up for sale?
I think it's 18 months.
I think so goes this season, so goes INEOS.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
I think this season is everything. This season is everything. If we go down the road of firing Amorim,
It's over.
it's
over.
If it goes bad and we have a bad start, which is just like
Guaranteed.
this is either
Guaranteed,
we are either
bro.
going to win the league or we're going to be like in relegation fight. There's no other. This is going to be like the most out of nowhere like turnaround ever, or we're just going right down the barrel. And the reason for that is like the tough start, no signings before the tough start. Manager's probably not happy about it. Like
He's fucking
Ruben Amorim
pissed.
is not happy. I don't need to have a tier 1 source tell me that because the way they got him in was we're going to do all this stuff and they're doing nothing. And whether or not that's the fact they don't trust him or they don't trust the road they went down after firing Ashworth and paying him money to leave, after firing Ten Hag and paying him money to leave. And so it creates an interesting just shit show. I think if United goes down the road of firing their manager and we're bottom half, the club will be up for sale next summer, 100%. And the rumors will start in the spring, and Ratcliffe will just be getting out of Dodge because it will get so hot. This is going to get protests. People are getting like, imagine going to Stretford End.
It's
going to get protests every day, and it's going to be like
every game will be a protest.
And you know what? That's good because the fans, if they come in, the Glazers fucked this club up. INEOS came in, did a deal that
Finish the job.
did a deal that wasn't enough, and then they fucked the club up more. The fans should be knocking on those doors and protesting, and we should be getting these guys out because that's what's always needed to happen. And the Glazers won this big valuation. Sergian bit. That was a mistake. And if it's written that way, it's written that way. But regardless, the next owner's got to be flush with cash so we can get off of this PSR like half measure bullshit and just like rebuild this club like it's meant to be, build a new stadium, and just like move on. Because Manchester United will be back. We will be back. It's just this INEOS train. It's a lot of excuses, a lot of people pointing at each other, people firing, leaving, creating jobs, Project 2028. It's just kind of a little bit of a mess, and it's time to just get back to just like, hey, you got a couple $1 billion? Let's go here.
There was never going to be an outcome where like the Glazers got to hang around, get a payday, and United succeeded. The only way this turns over, and we will be back. It just might be 5 years, 15. It might be longer than you want. Glazers didn't get to ride the high. Like the Glazers have done the damage. They put the fucking club in the ground. INEOS got way too clever. Ratcliffe is super fucking arrogant. If I'd come in, like $250 million would be enough, bro. You need like $1.5 billion.
Sacking Ashworth.
Billion and a half.
Ashworth
Ashworth set the tone.
Yeah.
Arrogant. Once again, I know what I'm doing. I know best. No, man, you don't. You're rich as fuck, but you made your money elsewhere. Defer to experts. He did not. He hired smart people, got in the way, started firing people. He doesn't know what he's doing. This shit's all going to fail. I hope it doesn't, but like now that I think about it, and the idea that the Glazers are going to ride some successful like minority owner coming in, it was never going to happen.
We're going to finish here at Nolan Taylor 98. Can tell from the pictures that Amorim has told the guys to get on a lean diet. I like that. They're listening now. This whole thing with INEOS is very alarming. One thing I look back to is Amorim has always said the players aren't playing to their level. He's never said to get rid of the whole team. He also said we're the worst Manchester United team in history.
He's right.
He said a lot of things, and I think when you're kind of failing, that's what you say. But you're right. Like, hey, if eating well solves all of our problems, like I said, we're either going to be like competing for the title or we're going to be fighting relegation. I just don't see much in between, and I have no reason to think we're going to be winning the title. unless we have.
It's either going to be relegation or like meddling in the middle, and I
need
think
more,
most people
like,
will take meddling in the middle. At this
Where's
point.
the action? Like, where's like, hey, we got a frisky loan deal, some like young 22-year-old like right wing back.
John Victor, £6 million.
but we're not
That's
doing
great.
anything.
That's a great deal.
But we're
He's
not
got
doing
a release
it.
clause. He was playing in the Club World Cup. Looked good. He's got the size. He's 29, which
But
is
you
young
know,
for a
they're like the
keeper.
tier 1 smoke is 0.
No, it's low. It's
I've never
unreliable.
seen this.
No, it looks like the United's almost like, what are they? Are they working on a sale right
Like
now?
I said, I think
are they like working with the rain group to get the
I
get the,
think we're
get the
working
pin going
harder
again?
than the front
We
office
are,
of
without a
Manchester
doubt,
United.
without a doubt.
I think they need to hire us. At Rolling the Deep, I know we're all waiting for last season to end, but unfortunately, we're now dreading the start of next season. Based on the amount of business our rivals are doing, you think they ended up in the bottom half. Is there any hope? We are in a vicious cycle. Look, I think there's hope, and this hope starts with preseason, because if Amorim can, like, I think he is a very impactful and top coach. And if he can get these players on side and out of this bluffing zone that we were in, and we can start playing like high energy, high intensity, almost like PSG, what Luis Enrique did at PSG, and they were a bluffing team. That was a bluffing team that got a great manager in there who got him fired up and working off the front. He also got rid of Mbappe, like another bluffer who doesn't like to run. If we can get rid of Rashford and we can get everybody on the Amorim program and we start seeing that in preseason, there's hope. There is hope. If we hold the line in those first 5 games, there's hope. But, you know, we could use some reinforcements. We could use INEOS delivering and not just saying, hey, it's all about eating your Wheaties and like everyone working like hard.
And they also brought in expertise. PSG were fucking it around for years. They were having like buddies of the Shaw go in and run the club. They kind of got pushed to the side, brought in a heavy DOF. They've recruited very well, like you said. They pushed out big personalities, brought in hardworking.
Solis Ugarte for 50.
And then they signed that fucking kid from Portugal who's a worldie. He was like this little guy, but he's so good. No, they know what they're doing. You got to have a world-class DOF. You got to have a world-class front office. That's the only way you get there. It's all about recruitment. You live and die by recruitment. But at the end of the day, if Ruben Amorim can get something out of the lads he has in today, we've got a fighting chance to have a productive season. Productive season means we're not fighting for relegation. We have something to keep, something to look forward to, something to build on. And if we're like in a firing the manager in the first half of the season type of cycle.
No, there's hope. It's just...
it has to come together. The system has to come together. That's everything.
It comes down to how we start and if we can build momentum versus, when you have like a bunch of bluffers, things go bad and they drop their head. It's not like... You have to snap those losing streaks, and United have proven, regardless of the manager, it's hard for us to do that. Even the new manager.